All right, and we are here, Video Guys, NewsDay Tuesday. Tuesdays, 2 p.m., we tell you all about the cool products we show. I hope you like this new intro, a little bit of motion on the screen. We thought that looked cool, so we said we'd put it in there. Hopefully you guys like it. Today's show, NAB Part 2. So much stuff at NAB, we couldn't have it all on one show. So here we go. First, guys, if you missed Part 1 of our show, you definitely want to watch it. It's on YouTube. You can see it now. We checked out all these brands that you see here: Avid, LiveView, Sling, NewTek, LaCie, Epiphan, Telestream, BirdDog, G-Tech, Atomos. All those you can find on Part 1. Today we're going to do Part 2. And before we start Part 2, I want to talk to you about what still was an underlying big theme of this show. And this is NewTek's NDI technology. NDI technology allows you to connect video devices for live production via simple GigE Ethernet. The GigE Ethernet can allow you to not only have video go through it, video and audio, replacing HDMI and SDI cables, but you also get device control. If it's a device that can be controlled, you get playout, you get two-way communication, which is super exciting. And one of the companies that's really ahead of the curve on NDI is our good friends at PTZ Optics. PTZ Optics, just before the show, announced that they had their NDI plugin available for those people who pre-ordered it to add to their cameras. Now we have their NDI PTZ cameras in stock. Not only do we have the PTZ camera in stock with NDI, we have the Z Cam starting at $499. So PTZ Optics really pushing the window. What makes a PTZ camera that's NDI so cool? One cable connection. You plug it into the wall in your Ethernet. You get power over Ethernet to power the camera. The video comes from the camera, the video and audio from the camera into your switcher, which could be a TriCast, it could be vMix, it could be Wirecast. And then you also get device control back to control the PTZ camera over the same cable. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit because it was so cool, but the folks at Wirecast were showing PTZ control, which means now if you're a Mac owner, you can put Wirecast or Wirecast Pro on your Mac, use a PTZ camera versus NDI, and you can have a multi-camera shoot for a Macintosh. And that really hasn't been available. Most of the titles that you have that have need hardware, no special hardware. So if you've got an iMac or a MacBook Pro with Wirecast, you can hook up a PTZ camera via NDI and get going. And now I am going to cut to, I believe it's Paul at, our good friend Paul at PTZ Optics is going to talk a little bit about what they were showing at the show, NAB 2018. Here we go. Roll Paul.
The 30X camera everyone's been asking for more optical zoom. At 100 feet away, you can zoom into a head and shoulder shot that's only 2 feet tall by 4 feet. So for larger sports arenas, and it's still all of the things that you know and love about our camera that if people come to know will be in the 30X. So for example, we have the IP. That's Ethernet connection for power over Ethernet. You can bring in audio, and you can also do something that we'll talk about in just a moment, which is the NewTek NDI. But everyone always loves the HDMI and the HD-SDI ports as well. All of that maintaining with the brand new 30X camera.
All right, great job, Paul. But PTZ Optics isn't the only PTZ camera coming in with NDI. There's a big news, big announcement. That is Panasonic. There's one of the big boys now is coming into NDI in a big way. They have NDI cameras, and they even have an NDI switcher that's a dedicated NDI switcher mixer. But we're really excited about the Panasonic PTZ cameras. We're not carrying them now. We are talking to them. We hope to be able to carry them in the near future. But let's roll this clip with Delix at Panasonic telling you about their new stuff.
Here we have our family of NDI PTZ cameras, starting with our HN38 all the way up to the 130. The 38, 40, and the 70 are all single chip sensors with different capabilities and different interfacing. And then we have our flagship model, the 130, which is a 3-chip image sensor, which we inherit from our broadcast cameras. All of them have now built-in support for NDI-HX, and current models, those who have existing cameras in the marketplace or the E models, can upgrade their cameras to this functionality as well. We're excited to be supporting the NDI protocol. Lots of folks in the industry supporting it and building this ecosystem of products. So whether you're connecting it to a NewTek TriCaster or Panasonic's AVH LC100 or a Telestream Wirecast, it's a great solution. Single cable provides you power, control, audio, video, and
Great job, Delix. The Panasonic cameras and NDI PTZ and the switcher is going to be very exciting. Another exciting thing we saw at NAB is a company we've been doing business with for a while now, Wowza. Wowza has a new appliance. They introduced a 4K appliance, their Clearcaster for Facebook, but you know what? Sometimes your technology is so cool, you get ahead of the curve. And that's what happened with the Wowza folks, because they had a 4K encoder for Facebook, but Facebook wasn't really actually supporting 4K. They were talking about 4K, they were saying it was possible, but no one was actually doing it. So what did the Wowza folks do? They retrenched a little bit and they said, wait, we've got this great product. We're just pricing it a little too high for where the market is. So they came out with a HD 1080p version of the Clearcaster that we're super excited about because now it's under $3,000. What does the Clearcaster do? The Clearcaster is an appliance that's specifically designed to stream to Facebook. Now, anyone who streams to Facebook, and we do as one of our 3 streams, we go live to Facebook, to Periscope, to YouTube Live simultaneously, but Facebook can be quirky sometimes. Facebook can have little handshake issues sometimes. And the other thing that can happen with Facebook is Facebook live streams crash sometimes. Well, with the Wowza Clearcaster, that is a thing of the past for a couple of reasons. Number one, because Wowza is developing directly to the Facebook API with Facebook assistance, they are getting priority for their stream. What that means is when the Facebook app in the Facebook cloud sees that it's coming from Wowza Clearcaster, it gives it priority and bandwidth to maintain the stream. But even then, sometimes streams break. What's the beauty of the Clearcaster? If your Facebook stream breaks with the Clearcaster, when it comes back, your viewers pick it back up. Anyone who's ever watched a Facebook live stream knows how frustrating it is, and it's even more frustrating for us as the streaming people, but if you lose the stream, trying to find it again can be a nightmare. This makes it super easy to do. Very excited about it. Very exciting product. We have those in stock, the Clearcaster. Next, moving over to nonlinear editing, Edius 9. Edius 9 is like one of the most versatile NLEs out there. It doesn't get a lot of play with the big boys like Avid and Adobe or even Resolve now. But where Edius has really found a niche, and it did years ago in the same day edits for wedding event videographers, but it's found that same niche in the newsroom. Why? Because it's super fast, super efficient, and the controls you need to produce a video and turn around quickly are right at your fingertips. You don't have to go drilling down 1,000 miles, 1,000 different menus to find what you need. The stuff that you really need to produce your videos at the top, and that's why Edius is so strong in a lot of call letter stations throughout the country, and a lot of broadcast groups. Well, right now we have Edius available. It's $479, upgrade from $199, upgrade from 2 to 7 for $299, and in the near future we're going to be offering a very special promotion. That is, a lot of the, like I said, the strength is in the call letters. Well, a lot of people in the call letters want to copy Edius for themselves, or maybe for their family member, or for a friend. So we are going to be introducing an Edius Friends, Family, and Affiliates program, where we're going to have a special coupon code that you'll be able to use if you work at or know someone who works at an Edius shop, an Edius a call letter station that's standardized on Grass Valley and Edius. So that's pretty cool. We should have more information about that in May, I believe. We're launching that in May. All right, Matrox was at the show as well. Did I skip Matt Rossi's video from Wowza?
It was not, we didn't get Matt.
Okay. I apologize for missing the Wowza video. We have a lot of videos. I apologize that Matrox was showing their Monarch encoders. Their Monarch encoders are very big in the lecture center, in corporate video spaces, in distance learning. When you want to record and play back, when you want to be able to stream and record your videos, well, the folks at Matrox also came out with their own utility that'll give you control of multiple Monarch LCSs. Let's roll the video and hear what they had to say about that.
So introduce Monarch LCS Radar. It's an independent software utility that lets you just see at a glance if the LCSs are operational or offline. It will send you an alert if in fact the device that's supposed to be scheduled to record is not in fact doing that. Now, one of the other uses for the Monarch LCS we found is in live events. While it was designed with lecture capture in mind, corporate users are gravitating towards it because it's an easy way to get a PowerPoint presentation and a speaker together in a production quality layout with no additional equipment required. So initial setup where you can have a side-by-side layout set up, and then after that one push of a button to start streaming to your YouTube or Facebook channel, and no other production requirement necessary. Monarch HDX has 2 independent encoding channels. Those 2 channels can be used to target different platforms at different bit rates. And of course, closed captioning in the United States is extremely important. Both those platforms support closed captioning, and we're able to deliver those captions along with the high quality video to YouTube, CDM of your choice, Facebook, and really it's a really important new set of tools for broadcasters or live event producers looking to reach multiple social media platforms.
All right, next up is Roland. Roland's showing a new mixer, the XS62S, and what this really is a rack-mounted version of their V60 product, and it's rack-mounted, but you can control it with a application, a web browser, which they have their web browser tool for controlling their mixers. Very cool product, $32.95. Let's let Frank tell you about it.
What it is, it's a rack mount version of our current V60 HD that we have, and it gives you the ability to rack mount a switcher and control it either from the touch panel up front with audio and video, or go to remote control software and control it remotely from a PC or Mac. The switcher has 6 inputs, 4 are SDI, it could be 720p, 1080i, or 1080p, and 2 HDMI inputs as well. The HDMI inputs do have scaling on them and are multi-format. There's also 4 audio inputs on it that are balanced 1/4 inch that will mix in with our SDI audio and the HDMI audio, and then be outputted through SDI or HDMI or the analog audio outs. It gives you also the ability to scale the HDMI input, so if I'm plugging in a computer, I could resize it, zoom it, and crop it, so real easy if you plug an iPad in or a computer to make it fill the screen entirely. The switcher is currently shipping now. There is remote control software that is going to be out later this month that we can go to a PC or Mac and do all our setups very quickly.
All right, you may not have been able to tell it from the excitement in Frank's voice, but we really are excited about the Roland mixers. And one of the things we're really excited about the Roland mixers is a bundle that we're not doing this bundle yet, but the folks at Roland were in their booth, and that was they pointed out that the Atomos Sumo 19-inch monitor recorder is a great complement to a Roland mixer. Why? Because you can record all your ISO streams. The Sumo lets you record up to 4 streams simultaneously. So you can have your cameras passing through the Sumo before they go into the Roland mixer. Now you can be recording your ISOs, or you can have an output from your mixer coming into the Sumo. It's a gorgeous monitor, 19 inches, bright as anything. So if you're outdoors in a well-lit place, you don't have to worry that you can't see stuff. So the Sumo 19-inch monitor, along with a Roland mixer, it's a really cool match, and we'll be offering some bundles shortly. I believe in May we're going live with those. All right, other booth that was a cool booth was folks over at Glyph. Glyph makes portable hard drives. I love their Atom drives. They were the first SSDs I got my hands on, sexy little drives. They also have some bigger RAIDs that are available, and let's hear what they had to say at their booth.
And this is a new 2-drive RAID that we've introduced. So basically 2 3.5-inch drives in a RAID up to 20 terabytes in storage. And you can do RAID 0, 1, or JBOD through this. It's all a hardware RAID, so switchable on the back very easily. The RAID automatically configures itself, and you're up and running. And again, up to 20 terabytes of storage and about 380 megabytes per second in performance, in about the most portable form factor that you can have for a true 2-drive RAID. We're showing some of our Atom drives, which are a product that we have released already, but we have some new capacity. So we have a 2 terabyte in our single Atom drive, and we have 4 terabyte, so up to 4 terabytes of solid-state storage in a small form factor that's doing actually about 480 megs a second on the single guy and about 860 megabytes per second on the RAID. So you can actually edit 4K and up uncompressed video right off a tiny little drive, up to 4 terabytes of capacity that'll fit right in your pocket. Super, super rugged. We're using USB-C connectivity on these. So these are going to be compatible with Thunderbolt 3 and any previous version of USB.
All right, great job, Mason. Little known fact, Mason and I grew up in the same hometown. My dad used to coach me in Little League. So Mason, a good friend of the Video Guys, and happy to see he's doing well over at Glyph. Next we have Samsung. The Samsung 360 round was one of our top products of 2017. Well, the folks at Samsung have finally woken up and realized what a great product it is, and they've unleashed a ton of cool marketing videos, and they're doing stuff with like the Tribeca Film Festival where they're giving grants to videographers who produce VR stuff. This is a professional VR camera. It needs a heavy-duty computer to make it work, but if you're looking to get into live 360 VR streaming on a professional level, we definitely think you should look at this. There's some cool VR cameras that people have for under $1,000, not putting them down, but when you want a professional camera, you know who you are. You're the same guys who drool over Blackmagic and Red cameras. You're the guys who need to be looking at this Samsung for 360. So let's roll to Josh Dixon. Tell us a little bit about the Samsung 360 and some of the offerings coming from Samsung now.
This is a 3D 360 camera that has 16 lenses horizontally, 8 of them for your left eye, 8 of them for your right eye, and then one facing up. One facing up is to cover up any stitch imperfection for the live streaming. Each one of these cameras are a 2K camera. Once it's finally stitched, you get an output of a 4K per eye. Also, we have an Ethernet cable that comes out of the side, just an RJ45 port coming out of the base of the camera, down to a wireless router so that you can wirelessly control and stream the camera, or down to you can have a mobile app. And over here in the corner, you'll be able to see the mobile app interface on the wall here. We have it on our monitor, 32-inch monitor, and you'll be able to individually with your mobile phone remotely control and configure the camera. Once you do hit record and once you do stop it and now you're done with your production, you come over and you can post-produce it. And when you have a post-production software, we have some new features built in to allow stitch line adjustments. We now can keyframe it so that each frame you can adjust that stitch line. You can go in and adjust the interval. You can adjust the depth map behind it. You can adjust the ability to go through the footage and adjust where you want to trim off the front, trim off the back.
All right, next up is iCan. iCan sells a ton of stuff. They sell tripods, they sell camera mounts, they sell lights, they sell teleprompters, they sell little on-camera mount monitors. But the thing that we want to concentrate on most here is their lights. We use iCan lights in our studio. And not only that, the guys at iCan were really great. They came in when they helped us pick the right lights and where to put them in the room and stuff like that. And their lights are really great, good cool temperature. They're LED lights. We really love them. And we're going to make more of the light kits available to you from the folks at iCan because we realize that not just one light kit or 2 light kits is necessarily right for everyone. You need to give people some options on their lighting because every room's a little different. So let's have Barry from iCan. Let's see what he had to say about the iCan light kits and lighting that are available now.
Now the HF150 is our new Fresnel, studio Fresnel, has DMX, has all the features and everything you need. 4-inch Fresnel lens in the front, barn doors, everything else that you're looking for, as well as it's bicolor. So you can actually adjust from daylight to tungsten, 56 to 32. And it's really good for any type of situation where you'd need like to light for backlight or for environmental lighting on set or any type of studio setup. So that's pretty much what our HF150, Helia HF150 does. Secondly, we have a new canvas light. Now our canvas light is what we call our canvas fabric light. And that light is basically the size of a 1x2. And what it does is it's one of those new type of flex lights that you see. Our canvas light, though, the nice thing we like about it is that it actually comes with a softbox, comes with an actual egg crate as well, and then is easy and lightweight to put up and kind of put in any situation that you might need. Comes with a control box, and it actually does 2700 degrees Kelvin to 6500 degrees Kelvin. So it really gives you an option of color out there. As well as it's also easy to use, and you've got the control box, you've got power. It can run off of a Sony V mount, or it can run off of DV batteries, depending on what your desire is. And again, it's one of those things we like to see used in the interview type situations, as well as if you've got any type of general lighting that you need to do.
Well, that's what happens when you're at a trade show and your company sells lights. Someone does a light demo and shines the light in your face while you're doing a video. What can you do? Live at a trade show floor, that's what goes on. Next, I want to talk about Small HD. Their new focus monitors have been huge. I mean, we're selling a ton of them. They're really, really, really being loved by the industry. And 2 of the products I was showing was the Focus Bolt RX and the TX. It's a receiver and a transmitter, where the Bolt technology is built into the focus monitor. So you can use it to broadcast what you have or to watch what you have with these monitors. They're very compact, sleek. They've got the handles nicely well done, and we recommend them very highly. The guys at Small HD can do a much better job than I can on this. Let's roll the video.
Is the Focus Bolt RX and TX. They're two separate monitors. One has a built-in Teradek transmitter and one has a Teradek receiver. So it's the first monitor-to-monitor wireless ecosystem. We're really excited about that. Working with Teradek, it offers the 800 daylight viewable display. And so a use case, a scenario for that system would be a gimbal operator who needs a monitor anyways, has a bright display mounted on his gimbal, and he's transmitting that signal to a focus puller, director, client that can see that image, and he's looking at another daylight viewable 5-inch display. So we're really excited about that.
All right. I want to talk about something I talked about at the last show. We're going to talk about it again, and that is the bundle that was launched by Sling Studio and LiveView. This is a match made in heaven. Sling Studio is a complete multi-camera live switching production system. This is the hub with a battery attached to the bottom of it. You use an iPad or a MacBook or iMac to control your switching, and it allows you to switch multiple cameras using Wi-Fi through their camera link technology. Just like the way a Sling box works, it allows the camera to communicate back to the Sling, and then we put it together with the LiveView cellular bonded encoder. Now with those two together at an incredible price of $24.95, you can have the Sling hub, the battery, a camera link, a USB adapter, a backpack, the LiveView cellular bonded solution. This is a great solution. I did a great video on it. It's on our website. You can watch it. $24.95 or $28.95 with 1 year of LRT. LRT is the secret sauce that allows cellular bonding technology to work, and it works great, folks. Another promo that we got that I couldn't give you the information on last week because we didn't have it all settled down, and that is the X-Keys Wirecast Gear promotion. Let me tell you about this promotion. Order a Wirecast Gear 230, that's the top-of-the-line gearbox for $79.95. Get the X-Keys control surface for free. That's a great deal. Order the 110 to the 210, the less expensive gearboxes, and get an X-Keys for half price. That's $300 instead of $599. We've got these bundles available to order directly from our website now, so go on and see that. And we'll be posting a live video, a video shortly on the X-Keys Wirecast Gear promotion, so look for that. All right, that wraps up our show. I want to remind you that you can always watch our show live on the Videoguys website at videoguys.com/live. That's a little page that we put up that anytime at 2 o'clock on Tuesdays, go to that webpage, you'll find our live stream. We're going live right now on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope. Want to tell you about the next couple of shows that we have coming up. We're going to talk about the new Avid Media Composer subscriptions plans. There's a subscription at $199, and then there's an ultimate subscription at $599. We're going to go into a little more detail on that, plus other things that Avid was showing at the floor. And the following week, we're going to go into the New Tech TriCaster Mini Academic Bundle and their special NDI bundles, which are back. Plus, I want to talk a little bit more about the NDI Future that New Tech was showing at the show. So it's going to be a very New Tech NDI show coming up then. But one of the things I want to talk to you folks about right now is, remember, you can always call us at 800-323-2325 during the day. We have live people who are here to help you spec out your whole system. In fact, Eddie today was working with someone who I think already had a Sling hub, and he was looking for some camera links. So we hooked him up with some camera links, a bunch of PTZ optics cameras, and some other stuff too. And that's what we have here. Live people you could talk to can help you pick it up. You know, one of the things Eddie pointed out is you need this little $15 adapter widget cable to make it work right. So now the guy's going to have those cables when he opens the box. He's not going to have to worry about having to find them and run to the store later. It's a little thing. It's an advantage of ordering from live people, and that's what we are. We're live people here at Videoguys. We're here to help you understand the products we sell, to help you get the most economical solution for your budget. We can work with schools taking purchase orders, and if you're a house of worship, we can work with you guys too. This is Gary from Videoguys.com. Going to do the plug now. Like us. Tell your friends about it. Watch us on Facebook. Give us some comments. We're going to use your comments to figure out what we need for future shows. One of the future shows we're going to do coming up soon is we're going to go out to the field across the street with a sling and a live view. We're actually going to broadcast from a field to just show you how remote production can really be done without any wires. This is Gary from Videoguys.com. Hope you enjoyed the webinar. Went a little long today. Peace.
Video Guys is available Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter to stay connected with all of our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.